Hey Normski, shake my head. Just want to shoot you that video doing the shoulders riff. I just went through the song, so I think I should be pretty accurate on it anyway. So basically, aside from the chorus, which is different, the rest of the song revolves around 3 different interpretations of the same riff, which is all this kind of pentatonic C minor thing. So there's an intro riff that gets repeated in the outro. Then there's the sort of like opening riff to the song. That's the most important because that gets repeated as the pre-chorus. It's the intro to each verse and the pre-chorus for each chorus. And then there's a verse riff. But they're all the same chord progression idea, but different expressions of it. So let's start out with that intro outro riff, which is kind of the fanciest. And that's like triplet pull-offs up here. So I'm on the G string. Is that where it is? No, it starts on the D string. So like 5-3-0, 5-3-0 on the D and A strings. So, and then you hit the D again. So, and then do that again. So, and then you drop your finger down onto, now you're in drop D for this song. So this is a, what do you call this? An A flat, right? So, and then you kind of hit the A flat and pull off once, and then just hit the A flat again. So it goes, like that. That's the first part of that riff. And the second part starts out the same way. And then it does the big like triplety ascending thing, which goes, it's all on the D string, goes 0-3-5. And then you go, so that's the end of that measure. And then the next measure is 0-3-5, 0-3-5, 0-5-7, 0-7-10. So. And then you repeat the whole thing again. So altogether it goes. And then again. Then we get into that the important riff, the verse intro riff, which also becomes the pre-chorus. And then you have like basically the biggest, most iconic thing in the song, which is to drop your finger on the G, which is the 5th fret, and drop the on the low E string. And you do this like, it only lasts a quarter note, but it's a big like, and I couldn't even tell you like what degree of bend it is. It's just like a big ass bend. It just goes, I kind of do it in like a triplet timing, if that makes any sense. So it goes, so it's that bend off the G, then you hit open, D, F above it. So, and that's how you start into that's the kind of call, if you will. Then the first response, it goes like that. So pull off 5-3 on the D, 5-3 on the A, 6-5 on the E or D string, low D. So boom, 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 boom. It might be, there might be a lead in D. Boom, 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 like that. Then you go, same setup, call. And then you just do a quick like little blues box thing. 3-5-3, 3-5 on the A string, 3-3-5 on the A string. 3-5-3 on the D string, 3-5 back on the A string. So, oh no, you don't put the second C in there. You just go, so 3-5-3 on the D string, 5 on the A string. You know that riff, you've played it a zillion times. And then finally, last call and response is you go, and then you go back to that riff from the beginning, like that. and then you finish it off with G, G, mute, 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 F, F. So the last one goes, damn it. And the only difference when you do the pre-chorus is you just leave off that. That's just a rest part where the music drops out. Then you get into the verse, and the verse is like, it's kind of a simplified version of that, but like with a slightly off-kilter rhythm. So the verse goes up. So there's a rest in the beginning of it. It's not the exact same rhythm. So it goes no actual none of that bend stuff. You just hit the G. You go so G open D. That's what it is. So he goes G open D. You kind of rest for a second. I tend to rush it, and then just a C power chord. And then and it's the same thing throughout the entire verse. It goes so this is the only riff. It goes what did I just say? Up, C chord, and then it goes open D, 3 on the D string, 2 on the G string, open D once again, 3 on the D string, 3 on the A string, and then you kind of like ride out on that and drop down to the B. So all together it ends up sounding like this. It goes so G open, C chord, 03, 2 03 3 3 3 3 3 3 2 2 2. And actually, some of those C's they threw in there are actually mute. So, and so you keep doing that for 4 repetitions or whatever. Yeah. Then eventually you get back into once he goes, hey, hey, you get back into that pre-chorus riff, and you go. Oh, that's the other thing in this riff. Actually, the last call is a slightly different call. It doesn't do the bend thing. It instead goes G open D, G open D, 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 D A. Maybe that's what it does. It goes G A G D A D G D A D G D A D. So 5 open 5 on the low E, 5 open, then on the A open 5. You can hear how that kind of sounds like. So that's why it's confusing, but that's the last one. So it goes So anyway, you do the same exact thing. You just leave out that at the very end. So it goes. World on my shoulders. And then you get into the chorus. The chorus is by far the easiest part. It's just a power chord progression in a quarter note time. So, big airy chords. And it's just B flat to F to C. and you do it twice. So that ends up sounding like this. World on my shoulders, you're going out your way just to keep me down. Maybe we weren't made for each other, but I'm just the one you can't keep around. And then immediately back into that opening pre-chorus riff, you know. That might be what it is, actually. Might be what did I just do? D, open D below it, G, D again. I think that's actually what it is. I don't know, play around with it. And then at this point, the guitars just drop out of the song. And just the bass takes it then till you come back to the yeah, pretty sure that's what it is. You're going. And then I took a look at the solo, and I don't like it very much, actually. So I didn't bother to learn it. But those are the basic riffs in the song. So if I put it all together, it kind of sounds something like this. I always want to just pull off of this this A here, and there's no there's no G there in the song. It just goes back down to the D. Said hey, whoops. World on my shoulders, you're going out your way just to keep me down. Maybe we weren't made for each other. I'm just the one you can't keep around. And then the second verse, come back into the chorus. Then you do another. Then you do the solo, and the solo is over that that intros, or not the intro, but the pre-verse and pre-chorus, right? Over that one, and then that eventually culminates into the next chorus, which is just it's just kind of like they like go like real lo-fi, so just kind of like if you just drop out and lightly strum, you know, you're going out your way just to keep me out, you know, and then there's that big drum fill, brr, 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 yeah, and then back into another big rendition of the chorus. And then finally you come back in with one last resolve to D, and that's the whole song. And I taught you it in under 15 minutes. How about that? All right, enjoy, Norm.